So you thought that it couldn't get any worse? Well, for the last few hours, I've been searching through some of these IEDC contracts. It really is interesting of how much they are allowed to go get away with purely for promoting things or sponsoring things and off the taxpayer's dime, which is the craziest thing ever. But for all of you that are out there that are wanting to do some research on this by yourself and look into things, something that I noticed that is very fascinating in how the organization is on the the IEDC transparency portal. So let's look at the Colts real quick. So if you click on the Colts, the most recent one for 2025, you'll see this box right here on what they get to click on: professional services, other contracts, yada yada yada. But if you go onto the main page, you click on the center here, you get to have a drop down and you get to choose all those. Allegedly, they're all organized nice and cute. But what I found is that's not so much the case. And here I want to point this out because it's really important, and then I want to show some of the things of what your taxpayer money is being spent on. All right, so if you click on other, this is where you're able to organize everything that has that box checked in the previous box that I showed you for other. And you can see some of these with Colts, you can see with Pacers and everything. Here's where I thought was interesting was that we know that under here, so it shows professional slash personal services. But if you go into box 37 of what it's actually for, it says the 2024 NFL season, IEDC shall be provided with tickets, parking, access to a suite sponsor designation, hospitality, and joint programming for promoting business attraction and investment. This is where you're going to see a lot too. But they don't have it under other. They have it under professional personal services. But if you go to other, and then you click on one of these, say for golf gives back. Let's do the Colts from 2019 real quick, and it'll say here, IDC shall provide sponsorship for the Colts or under, and they're right there. Click on other for sponsorship. So this would be my question. You have a sponsorship for this one, but then on the other one you have personal services, but they're kind of doing the same thing, right? Well, let's click on because you're promoting things. So what I suspect is that how they're getting around it is one is for sponsorship, one is for promoting things, and that's how it is. The reason I bring this up is because just because you click on other and you're expecting certain things like promotion, you're going to have to go through all of it. In other words, you're going to have to go through professional services, you're going to have to go through other, and it is a lot of contracts. Let me just let me put it to you in like the big terms over here. Just for other, there are 49 results right here. If we just click on professional services, there are 545. They're not like through contract totals, they're not through expiration dates. So you're going to have to go through a lot of pages to go through here. So let me go into the next thing of what your taxpayer dollars are being spent on. So I noticed this one, Golf Gives Back. This was the expiration date was 2022. What are they doing? The IEDC will sponsor the 2022 Corn Ferry Tour Championship to be held in Newburgh, Indiana. The state of Indiana will receive the sponsorship deliverables, including certain digital and television marketing deliverables. So what are you getting off of that for $100,000? $100,000 of your money. If you scroll all the way down here we go. One Corn Ferry Tour Championship Pro-Am team. But this is the craziest thing. A $5,000 credit at Dormy Network's premier destination resort, Victoria National Golf Club. Good for use on cottage stays, rounds of golf, food, and beverage. Hey, so your taxpayer money is going to a golf store credit, basically. Another one, clubhouse credit for $8,000. You're getting VIP parking, 8 passes for all 4 tournament days. Here's another one. This was for the Rolls-Royce sponsorship last year at the end of between October 2024 to the end of December 2024. Equal co-sponsorship between the IEDC and Rolls-Royce of a suite at the Army-Navy football game on December 14th at the Washington Commander Stadium in Washington, D.C. Not even in Indiana, but in a completely different state. And as you go scroll all the way to the bottom for Exhibit A, what are you getting? Both IEDC and Rolls-Royce will be able to invite a total of 9 attendees each. Maximum suite capacity is 18 and will have 2 parking passes each. It's in Washington, D.C. I don't know about you, but when I scroll around or when I drive around Indiana, or especially Indianapolis, where I live, and I see the roads all crap, I'm thinking to myself, wow, $21,000 is going to people to try to promote the IEDC and co-sponsor Rolls Royce. Contract and lease, that box right here, it's clicked on for a grant, but this was under other. Same thing with the Pacers here, professional personal services, but it shows that it's a sponsorship deal. So the whole point of this video is just to say, if you're going to be scrolling through, trying to go through all these IEDC contracts, make sure that you're careful of what you're looking for, because the portal isn't that great. I don't know if it was done on purpose or if, you know, they said, I don't care. I'm just going to click on whatever I want and have it under professional or other or sponsorships. But happy digging.